Hi, Genki Call here with the Sapphire Shard World event for the week of August 29th, 2022. Before we get in there, let's look at the lore. Ba-dum-bum. We received news from Keghammer that a new type of giant had been spotted in Stormheim. Apparently, it was made of crystal and it was wreaking havoc. We set out to investigate. Dum dum da 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 da. Keghammer asked us to look out for crystal giants. We set out to scout for some giants, but of course Keghammer decided to also collect a little ale along the way, defeat giants, and collect ale and sapphire shards. So it's it's pretty easy this week to remember. The scoring is as follows. If it says sapphire in the name, do that first. Other than that, it is rarity order. Now, the ones that say Sapphire will also drop variable points, so using Sapphire, going for those fights is going to get you the most points. However, this is one of those annoying world events where you have 3 stages, 15 battles to unlock 2 more battles, 15 battles to unlock all of the battles, so you won't see either of the Sapphire fights until you finish 30, count them, 30 battles. Also, the lowest level for each will be the best for us. So let me remove that. Here we go. Boop. All right. So, yeah, I needed to tell you something else, and it was, aw, I'm sad. So I bought the first 3 tiers, and it boosts spell damage only. And I'm sad because there are some great Doom Skull creators in here, and I would love to be able to get a boost on the skull damage, but alas, spell damage only. Boo, hiss. Meh. Oops, I backed out. Sapphire Shard going in. So, the first team is the Ultimate Cheese. Triple Keghammer. So, the first few teams are going to be a variation on the same theme. Keghammer is empowered. Everyone will have 1 copy as long as they have been to Stormheim and done the storyline there, because you get Keghammer when you do that. But he is empowered to start with full mana. He does triple damage to giants. He also does double skull damage, but he has no skull damage reduction, so I don't have him up front. But every one of the battles is going to have at least 1 giant in it. So, he'll be useful against the 1 giant. And then, it's a cheese team. Yes, please. Yes, please. We will do, we'll just do seasons. And then we'll do this. Because not everybody has these, and I don't want to show my super pumped up magic with this. So, alright, let's go in. Should probably do a couple of these battles. And grabbing the second team. I have 3 teams for people with no legendaries. So all we have to do, yeah, it's this one is a little slower. This is really meant for higher levels. And we'll do that. The next team is going to be faster on the lower levels. And, ooh, Balder. Next one is Black Manacles with 2 Keghammers and Apothecary for mana generation selected. Transform a selected mana color to brown and cleanse all allies. Like I said, it's going to be faster because the Black Manacles does damage to all enemies, and it could possibly also devour, which is always a nice thing. By the way, every one of these teams has Titan on it for your convenience. I have it maxed out, so I'm very sorry. I'm going to change them all to Rune Priest. Maybe. I have to... yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to change them all to Rune Priest because I can do the... let me give you a visual here. So, for the campaign, we are supposed to use Titan for 10 battles. But I don't want to. I don't want to do that in the world event because every world event battle is worth 2 class experience. I'd rather do those 10 battles with 1 class experience in Explorers. So, yeah. I definitely want to try to remember to change this. But Rim Priest has Rock Solid. It also will create a Dust Storm every time you kill an enemy, so it'll work. Ah, I've been waiting for that. Let me just get a screenshot of that. Click. The new giant gem. So you can see exactly what it does. It's really straightforward. I love it. This is what the bomb gems should have been. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out because, you know, it's a Valraven. Double damage to giants, and this is just an elemental. Doesn't really matter, but yeah. We'll just, I said it would be faster. Gotta get some mana first. Now you could use Gimlet Stormbrew here instead of the Apothecary because the Gimlet is empowered, but you would need to be sure to change the banner. So the next team is really right along the same type of dealio. We've got, let me change the class. I really want to remember to do that. All right. So again, we've got Black Manacles, Chance to Devour, Keghammer, Gemhammer, in case we run into any monsters along the way. She does use different colors than her brother and triple damage to monsters, so if you see a monster, use her on that. Otherwise, you can cast it on the first slot to remove a little bit of their attack. And then Durgan is here because we have 3 brown allies. He's going to give armor and 3 magic to all brown allies, plus create 4 brown gems boosted by brown allies. So I haven't used him in quite a while. I may have to use him on higher levels just to see. Or maybe I can... let's see. Do we have any monsters? Oh, look! A monster! Ah, so Keghammer... I'm sorry, Gemhammer will be useful after all. I'm just gonna do this. I gotta devour too. I have to cough. Ah. Alright, Baldur again. Little higher level. Let's see if I can cast with Durgan just to see how much brown he creates. Actually, I can just look. +9. So he creates 12. But he does, if you're worried about living, he also gives armor and magic, and the magic makes you hit harder, so this will hit on the giant. This is also a giant, but it creates mana, so either way, it doesn't matter. Let's see, Durgan, do your thing. Ooh, that wasn't bad. That was not bad at all. Alright, so those are the teams for people with no legendaries. Of course, people with legendaries can use them if they like them. So I also have 3 teams for people with legendaries. And I'll do Baldur again, edit, manage, paste. So this is the first one. 2 King Highforge. He does damage to 2 enemies, and he stuns them. And it's boosted by dwarf allies, and he summons. And then the Apothecary, I don't recommend Gimlet here. You could totally use Gimlet, but you would want to change the weapon. And Apothecary, of course, as we went over. And then I chose Dancing Daggers for 2 reasons. One, it does damage to all enemies. And second, it summons a dust storm. So I don't have anything here that explodes, but there aren't really any good explodey weapons except for the, oops. I forgot to change the class, except for the hero, the weapon, so. Yeah, this is going to suffer a little bit for the mana, but it should be pretty safe-ish, I would think. I'm thinking. Look, I already have brown. Alright, we're just going to do this. Meow. I was hoping that they wouldn't do this. Aha! And then I cast this twice, and that takes care of them. Now, this is always going to target the last 2 enemies. It's not like an enemy and a random enemy. It's always going to be the last 2. So keep that in mind as well with that team. And then the next one, kind of along the same lines-ish. And edit, manage, paste. Ta-da! This time we have Essence of Evil. You can also use, what's it called? Reflection of Good here instead, but be sure to change the banner if you do, because you don't want a minus purple banner with the Reflection of Good. King Highforge, Griff Stonefeather is going to give us some more mana generation, and he does splash damage, so he's going to hit up to 3 enemies. And just want to pay attention when you do the column that you are hitting blue gems, and then stink. I always do that Tink Steamwhistle. Like Tink Steamwhistle is here. He's going to help your team with durability because he gives armor and life to all allies. And he also summons, but he's going to collect or conjure that Electrostorm, which is yellow and red. So we've got the yellow for Griff and the red for King Highforge. And, you know, we've got the explodey thing going on here. So that is what I was thinking of with this team. And I forgot to change the class, I think. There's a giant gem. Ooh. Oh, yeah, let's blow up the giant gem. That was fun. Ish. And yeah, he just doesn't do... It's to a random enemy. You don't get to choose who he hits. That's kind of unfortunate, but we'll do this. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about Griffin here. Just not that efficient. It's just not as efficient as I'd like, but I could go ahead and cast that, but at this level, there's really no point in doing that. We'll just, I guess we'll just keep casting with him, and that's the problem with splash damage you can't control is you can't control where it's going, so you could end up hitting and ending up with the big spaces between the line, you know, so to speak. Right, next, because it's fun. Because it's fun. Oh. Moira Cragheart and King Bloodhammer together. They're a lot of fun. Oh, they're so fun. So this is a skull spamming team, but they both do damage as well. King Bloodhammer will hit 2 enemies. But he converts blue gems to doom skulls. She converts green gems to doom skulls. So I'm thinking actually it's going to take away the green. But you kind of need the safety of... let me just show you. Kind of need the safety of... the Essence of Evil. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. You need the safety of the Essence of Evil because those Doom Skulls can backfire really easily. They can really backfire easily. So you want to cast on the first slot so that they can't use those Doom Skulls against you. That is the hope. But you could also use Reflection of Good with Elementalist, and that would help you be safe. So I suppose I should create that team for you so you don't have to. But the trick is with these guys, you don't want to cast unless you have match 4 alignment. I'm going to go ahead and use this because mana generation, and also we don't want that guy getting away. So this is blue gems to Doom Skulls. This was green to Doom Skulls. It's good enough for me. I don't care. We'll do this. And boy, that took a lot of skull hits. Unfortunately, it looks like this is only going to be good for the lower levels. It makes me sad. The beautiful Doom Skulls, and I don't get to use them. Nah. Alright. Fine. So we'll switch the class to Elementalist for safety, and then the weapon, we'll change it to Reflection of Good, and then of course we have to change the banner to a minus green instead, and brown and purple, does it exist? It does not. Meh. Alright, fine. Brown and... did I not say I meant minus green? Come on, me. Oh, it exists. It exists. Let me just, I'm just gonna put the second team code, say, hold on. or with reflection of good. And if you watch the video, you'll know what that means. And I changed a bunch of stuff on it. So anyway, let me come back in here, and I'm just grabbing the next team code while I'm here. Copy. I'm back. All right, and changing the class. I'm changing the class. I want those 2 class experience. There we go. To battle. Wahaha! And we still have Keghammer to take out the giants in one shot. So, meow. All that extra damage. And, you know, running... You don't have to run with a team like this. You could just run it with... just run it with... Oh, heck, I'm just going to cast this. You can experiment with it if you feel like it, but it's just not going to be that efficient without the boost. Gemhammer is gonna work. I mean, yeah, lowest level. So the next team with Mythics, I've only created... Oh, I forgot something very important. I forgot something very, very important. Show all. The troops that you can get with your in the shop. The ones that are listed on the website, they're on the forum, they showed the percentage chance of getting different things, but I think it's wrong. I'm pretty sure it's wrong. Hold on. There it is. Yeah, it's totally wrong. Oh, this says event chest. Okay, I read it wrong. Okay, next time we'll go over that. All right. So, the next team, manage paste again with the skull spamming, but you know, for the lower levels, you will not be able to get Darksmith Drenza with the shop tiers, but you could get anything else here that you see from your shop tiers. Now, I didn't get a mythic for my 3 tiers, but you know, it's really rare. I did actually get Stonehammer from a shop tier in the past, though. That's how I got him, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, you know, now Kegs Hammer Crusher, you may not have this. You may want to use an explodey weapon instead, something with green and purple or whatever you like, but this creates blue and brown. Brown feeds Stonehammer, blue feeds Moira. Stonehammer creates both red and brown, and he has skull damage reduction by 80%. If you're going to run with skulls, this is probably the safest bet. So let me just... Anyway, you won't be able to get Darksmith Drenza from the shop that you have to craft him. So, okay. Let's try this out. And then I have one more team for you. I'm in the wrong place. I'm grabbing that right now. This is going to be better on the higher levels because, you know, you don't have to worry about the skulls backfiring. 80% skull damage reduction. Oh, I'm going to have to do this more than once. This is too low level. All right. It is slow to gather mana for sure. All right, fine. We'll do that. Moira is completely mana blocked here, but this weapon will create mana for her. Let's go ahead and show you how this will do. Oh, good weapon. All right, this will hit 2 enemies. I'm not even going to look, so. All right, so let's try a higher level. Try that one once more. I'll take whatever's highest. 70. Level 70, this will do. This will do, because it's the highest on the board. And then I'll show you the last team that I have for you. All right, so basically you're going to want to get mana for your weapon first, because, you know, Stonehammer's up here. He's hogging all the mana. Let's see, and the banner I use is minus purple, so basically you want to go for green to get this going quickly if possible. So we're going to, ooh, oh, so tempting. Look, ooh, it doesn't look like it does anything but 5 mana gen just for the match. just for matching the gem, plus it explodes, plus the mana that you get from making the match. So I wonder if you can get a mana surge when you use them, though. It's possible that you may not be able to get a mana surge when you have a giant gem in there. I will need to look into that for sure. I'm going to do that. So this is green to skulls. This is blue to skulls. It's totally going to backfire if I do it right now. I don't know why I did that. All right. That just didn't help at all. That's the thing. We're creating a... Oh, but this creates blue. Ooh, yes. Do that. It creates some blue, and there we go. For... You might just want to use this and 2 of King Bloodhammer, because we've got all this beautiful blue. But let's see what happens. We'll do this. Boom, shakalaka, and then green, and then green. This is exactly why I love running the 2 of them together, because usually you're going to get a backup hit, and I love that. Oh, yep, no, let's take this. We'll go ahead and do this. I mean, he suns them all. He gains some durability up here. This is blue. It's blue. Look, it's slow, but hey, it's Doom Skulls. You can use it for a few levels, but anyway, those are the teams that I have created for you. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that I at least inspired a team for you. Let me know your favorite teams below. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you folks soon. Bye-bye!